Before I start this presentation, I'd just like to give everybody that's been waiting on my videos to be released a full and unreserved apology. Over the last 6 months I've been very, very busy. I've had a lot of things going on in my personal life, a lot of stuff that I've had to take care of, a lot of writing up that I've been doing. And it's been a really, really stressful time. But as you can see, I'm back here now, back in front of the cameras, ready to hypothesize on very, very serious black issues that are relevant to the black community today in 2014. And this video is going to be is one of 7 videos that I have in the pipeline that I'm going to be releasing between now and the end of the year and into next year as well, 2015. Now, the subject that I'm going to speak about today is tribalism, black tribalism in the black community in black UK 2014 Britain. Now, as I say the word tribalism, there's going to be a lot of people thinking, well, what's he talking about? You know, we're not in Africa. You know, we're in England, we're the United Kingdom. Tribalism doesn't necessarily exist. But tribalism, it comes in many shapes, forms and variants. Now, of course, we're talking about black UK. Now, it's still there, the issues are still there. There's a lot of issues amongst the black community that are still there, and some of the observations that I've been making, it's very, very depressing what I'm about to talk about, because you'd think that after all of this time, you know, you'd think that the issues would have been sorted out amongst ourselves, considering that we're the most marginalized group of people on the face of this earth. You know, the black community in 2014, these superficial things that I'm about to speak on, you know, they should not be in existence. Now, the first point that I'm going to make is, I'm not going to keep this video too long, the first point that I'm going to talk about is light-skinned and dark-skinned. Now, there is still a light-skinned, dark-skinned issue within the black community. I don't care what anybody wants to say, there is still a light-skinned, dark-skinned issue in the black community. I'm sort of like as I said in previous videos, I'm like a black social scientist, black UK. I sort of make observations on issues to do with the black community. There's still a light-skinned and dark-skinned issue. I still see dark-skinned girls turning up their nose at light-skinned girls when they see them walking past them in the streets and in supermarkets and places like that, clothes shops. It's still there. And what I will say about that is, I just think that it all comes under the banner of the laws of attraction. You know, what is deemed to be attractive to the opposite sex. Now, if the wider black male community, you know, if they're sort of gravitating towards light-skinned girls, this is a fact. You know, a lot of black men like light-skinned girls and like Asian girls. If black men are gravitating towards light-skinned women, you know, psychologically, you know, dark-skinned females, and this is not all dark-skinned females, it's just a section, are going to be disgruntled with that, you know, because it's not seen as, that's not equal opportunities in itself. You know, we talk about equal opportunities and diversity, we sort of marginalize ourselves when it comes to the laws of attraction. And that's just one aspect of it. I think that with this video, I think there's going to be a part 2 to this, because this is a very, very serious subject. And I don't think that with the time limit that I've got for this video, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it in all. The second point that I'd like to make is to do with tribalism, is postcodes. Now, if you go back to Africa, you know, there's still a lot of fighting in Africa because of superficial differences. You know, different people in different countries, different skin tones, different languages. You know, blah 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 blah. Now, in this country, the UK, you know, anytime I'm speaking with the youth, the under 25s, you know, I can speak to people, I can speak to the youth from, you know, an area called Pt1, which is the Handsworth area of Birmingham, and I'll be speaking to them, and when they hear that there's a conference or something going on, and, you know, they hear that people, you know, other young black men from the area known as B6, which is Aston, when they hear that those people from that area may be coming to the conferences, you see them turning up their nose at that as well, you know, because of the old rivalry that's been going on in the black community between Johnson crew and Burgerbar crew. You know, the youngers have seemed to, they've sort of taken on the mantelpiece of that. And they're just sort of, I always hear and see the youth talking negative and derogatory about people from different areas, and I think that, you know, a lot of that's to do with black accountability. What you know, the kids ain't gonna listen to what you say. Kids are gonna see and, you know, replicate what you do. So if they see that you know, you're disgruntled with people from another area for whatever reason, they're gonna automatically take up that mantelpiece. So those are just the first two quick points that I'd make about black tribalism in this country. Whatever way you look at it, it is tribalism. You know, people arguing and fighting over many years because of superficial differences, and it's not relevant to the black community in 2014. And the third point that I'm going to make quickly is that some of the stuff that I've been speaking about online, offline, conferences and meetings and things like that, I've been told that my information that I'm coming with is very relevant. It's new information, it's fresh information, and it's kind of never been seen before. And there's other people in the community that are, as you can see, I'm light-skinned. There's other people in the community that are dark-skinned that are saying similar information. I'm not going to mention nobody's names. Similar information, but I just don't, it lacks contextuality. If you understand what I'm trying to say, it's not really contextual to the point where, you know, I'm learning something, or the people who they're regurgitating the information to is learning something. You know, it's not contextual, and I'm not attacking the people that are coming with this information, because I respect all types of information, whether it's contextual or not, because, you know, I'm always willing to learn. But I just think that the people that are coming with that information, they're dark-skinned, and, you know, the people who they're hypothesizing information to, it seems to be resonating with them more than when I'm saying it. Now, and when I look at the people who are sort of giving the people feedback on the information that they're giving, they seem to look like the people that are hypothesizing the information too. So the people who are giving them feedback seem to be dark-skinned people. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And the people that are giving me feedback for my information seem to be light-skinned people. You know, I really want you people who's watching this video, I want you guys to sit back and just be more observational in what I'm talking about. You'll see it's out there. If you're online, we're paying all these bills for being on the internet, our Blackberries, our iPhones, our internet connections. You'll see the information. Just be more observant, and, you know, as I said in a previous video, try and applicate your critical thinking skills. Try and be more aware, and the information's out there. And it's very disappointing to see, because some of the people that, as I said, that are giving this information out, you know, a lot of it's just personal rhetoric. It's personal rhetoric. It's not backed up by case studies, and it's not backed up by field research or anything else, you know, to that fact. And I just think that, you know, it's very disappointing that the people that are coming with, you know, proper and contextual information are sort of being ignored. And I've said this before, and I've said this to a lot of people. A lot of people have heard me say this, that I get a lot of feedback from the Asian community. You know, in spite of the fact that I'm not talking about the Asian community's problems, you know, the Asian community are giving me feedback via phone calls, via inboxes, via DMs or whatever, about black issues. And I'm thinking, well, it's nice to hear what other tribes of people, you know, are saying and are thinking about black issues, but it would be nice to get some feedback from the black community as well. So that's just something that I want the black community to take that information there on board, and we need to start coming together. It's about unity. And the final point that I'm going to make is, well, there's two more points. The last 2 points that I'm going to make is the conscious community. Now, the conscious community, I was talking with someone about this the other day. I'm really considering knocking this groupthink mentality thing on the head, because, as I said, the information that I'm coming with is just not being resonated by sections of the black community. And again, as I just said there 2 minutes ago, there's other people that are saying similar stuff. It's not backed up contextually or by case studies or by field research, and their information is being taken seriously. And these people are dark-skinned people, and the people who are giving them feedback back, they're dark-skinned people. You know, Malcolm X had this problem as well. You know, again, you got the internet, you got your Blackberry, you got your iPhone, you got your internet connection. The information's there. You'll see that Malcolm X is on social network sites like YouTube where he's speaking about that. And so I really do think that the groupthink mentality thing is not for me, because You know, we're all pulling in different directions from what I can see. Over the last 12 to 15 months, we're pulling in different directions. No, we can't seem to agree on anything. And, you know, just because you disagree with my opinion doesn't invalidate the rule of what I'm talking about. Just because you're proving to me that you disagree with my opinion, it doesn't prove anything. You know, because the issue is still there, and this is something that the black community needs to get to grips with. And we need to get to grips with it as a matter of urgency, because as I say, we're being marginalised. We shouldn't be fighting against one another because of superficial differences. We're at the back end of 2014 now. Something has got to give. And the last point that I'm going to make is that, and this is the most stark point that I'm about to make, is that I hear a lot of black people complaining about white supremacy, the marginalisation of black people, you know, people protesting and people, you know, constantly theorising black politics online. And what I find really interesting is that when a black person's educational merits are sort of validated by the European university and college institutions, 90% of the wider black community sort of look up to that person who's gained the educational merits, and they look at them and they praise them. And there's nothing wrong with that, but what I'm trying to say is if you hate everything about the UK social order, then, you know, I'm not saying that you should hate education, but, you know, education is a fundamental principle of white supremacy. You know, I can be educated, a white man, can be educated, can receive the same education as me, but that education is going to benefit him more than me. It's not going to benefit me and my racial community, because the education that we're all going to receive is to the benefit of the social system. It's just to serve the social system. So, you know, black people, we love the symbols and the titles that educational systems give to us. You know, whether it's a doctorate degree or a master's degree or an undergraduate, or an OBE from the Queen, or a CBE from the Queen, or an MBE from the Queen, you know, we sort of, our racial schizophrenia gets dampened when we receive those symbols from the system known as white supremacy. So that's another thing that I want black people, I want the black community to really take in this information and think tank around it. That's the word, think tank around it, and, you know, come to your own conclusions. Don't be a sheep. You know, don't just listen to what one person say because he's revered in whatever way, whether he's revered in the entertainment industry, whether he's revered in the education. You know, do your own research. That's what education is all about. And as I say, I'm not going to keep this video too long because I've got a lot to get through. And once again, I'd just like to apologise to everybody who's been waiting on these videos from me. I'm back on it, I'm 100% back on it, and you're going to catch me here and other place. The next video that I'm going to be giving is I'm going to be giving it down at, I'm going to be recording it down at a centre. I'm back on it 100%, and you can catch me here and other places very, very soon, hypothesising on serious issues to do with the black community, black UK in 2014. Thank you for listening.